there in this class. So anyway, we will start now. So after discussing the basic circuit laws, that is KCL and KVL, today we will discuss about uh, uh, the different type of sources which are available. In this topic, we will talk about the different voltage and current sources like independent and dependent sources. So, as the name says, independent and dependent. So, first of all, let us talk about the independent sources. So, you know that there are mainly two type of source available. One is the voltage source, and another one is your current source, right? So, those voltage or current sources which do not depend upon any other quantity of the circuit are known as independent source. So if we talk about suppose independent source, then simply you can say that those sources, either voltage or current source, which does not depend upon any other quantity of the electrical circuit or network, is known as independent source. Like for example, you can consider a simple source in this form connected between two terminals A and B, and let us take this polarity of the source, and if V is the magnitude of this source, voltage source, so this will represent an independent voltage source, right? Independent DC voltage source, right? And again, it may be a time varying source also, time varying voltage source. So in that case, if the source is represented in this form, suppose Vt, then this is a time dependent or time varying voltage source, right? Here the positive sign shows that terminal A is positive with respect to terminal B, or alternate way you can say that terminal A is V volts higher than the terminal B, right? Now similarly you can represent an independent current source also in this form. This is the symbol of a voltage source in these two circuits, but you can, if you see any source in this form connected between the same terminal, let us assume A and B, and if it is represented like this, then it means it is a current source. This is a symbol of your current source, right? So this is an independent current source. Similarly, the time varying current source can also be mentioned in this way: IT. So this is independent current source. This is time varying, and this is constant current source. Similarly, this is constant voltage source, and the second one is your time varying voltage source, right? Time varying voltage source. Now, if we talk about dependent sources, then there are four possibilities. There may be four type of sources, dependent sources, which are, in this way you can write, voltage dependent voltage source, then it may be current dependent voltage source, then voltage dependent current source, and last one is your current dependent current source, right? So these type of sources are mainly observed in case of electronic circuit, when you will see the circuit of transistors or MOSFET in the or operational amplifiers and transistors, then you will see the application of these dependent sources in your subjects which you will study later on. How to represent these sources? So suppose first of all we take this one, A, B, C, D. If we represent in this way, then voltage dependent voltage source is normally expressed in this form by a rectangular symbol, or you can say a symbol of diamond shape in this way, positive, negative. It may be any constant multiplied by voltage. So if polarity is mentioned plus minus, it means it is a voltage source, right? Now, this voltage source, according to the definition of the dependent sources, will depend upon any other parameter of the circuit or network. So suppose if in any circuit, there are 2 points A and B, and if V is the voltage between these 2 points of the network, then your voltage dependent voltage source will be expressed in this form. ये जो हम लोगों ने बनाया है. So you can see that here the magnitude of this voltage source depends upon the voltage across these two terminals, capital A and capital B, which is V. So in this form, the voltage dependent voltage source are expressed. Now, if we take the example of B, that is current dependent voltage source, then suppose here if these two are the terminals, then you can see that if this is positive terminal, this is negative terminal, and if this is A times suppose I. So here you can see that the magnitude of this source, voltage source, depends upon the current. This current may be flowing through any part or any element of the network, right? That's why it is known as current dependent voltage source. In the previous case, first one, it was voltage dependent voltage source. Here you can see that the magnitude, in the second case you can see that the magnitude of this source depends upon the current I. That's why it is a voltage source which depends upon the current flowing through that network, right? Now third case, if we consider the voltage dependent current source, so you should know that current source is represented in this form, we need to mention the arrow, right? So it means it is a current source, and if it is a voltage dependent current source, then its value will be in this form, you can say that any constant, let us consider the same constant A multiplied by V, voltage. So you can see that the magnitude of this current source depends upon the voltage, right? That's why it is a voltage dependent current source. Now last one, D, current dependent current source. So according to the name, it can be represented in this form. First of all, this is a current source, so its value will be dependent upon current. That's why it is known as current dependent current source. So these are the different type of sources available. First one is the independent source. So independent source may be either a voltage source or current source. And again, in dependent sources, there are four possibilities: voltage dependent voltage source, voltage dependent current source, current dependent voltage source, and current dependent current source. So if we talk about the application of such sources, then independent sources actually exists as you can say physical entities, such as battery or battery bank can be considered as an example of independent sources. Then again, you can take another example of DC generators. DC generators also generate voltage, so that is also a this voltage source, right? And also you can consider alternators or synchronous generators, which are basically used for the generation of AC voltages. So if anybody asks you to give any example of a time varying voltage source, independent voltage source, then alternator can be one of the example. And if anybody asks you that give example of any constant independent voltage source, then battery may be one of the example, right? And these independent dependent sources are basically parts of models that are mainly used to represent electrical properties of any electronic devices, such as, for example, you can consider amplifiers and transistors, etc., right? Mainly these are used in the electronic circuits. ये समझ में आया सबको about the different type of sources?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, okay. So now we will see some examples of these dependent current and voltage sources. Means how you can use the KCL and KVL laws in such sources in case of availability of such sources, right? So for example, let us consider a circuit in this form. 4I1 ampere, and this is of 3 ohm resistance. Current flowing through this one is I1, and this current source having the magnitude of 2 ampere. बताइए। हाँ चाय ला दी, यहीं पे ला दीजिए। So this current source having the magnitude of 2 ampere, right? And let us consider this point as A. So in this circuit, using KCL, find the values of I1 and I2, right? So let us calculate this. Calculate करो खुद से, क्या आएगा I1 और I2 का वैल्यू? So you have to use KCL here. So you know the definition or statement of KCL, apply that. So first of all, tell me, ये symbol जो है, ये first one, suppose this is a current source or voltage source?
Current, sir.
Okay, current source. And what about this source?
It's the
Sir,
voltage source.
voltage source. Current source.
Right, this is again a current source. I have already told you that if arrow symbol is mentioned in any type of source, then it means it is a current source. Yes, its magnitude may depend upon the voltage, right? But if this symbol is used, then it is a current source. So calculate I1 and I2. So suppose if we apply KCL at point A, then what is the statement of KCL? Total incoming current should be equal to the total outgoing current at any junction or node in the network, right? So you can see that this 2 ampere current from this current source is coming towards point A. That is, this is a incoming current. So then what about this I1? I1 is actually leaving this node A. So this will be minus I1, right? Then this 4 I1 current is approaching node A. So this is incoming current. So this will be 4 I1. And again, it will be minus I2 because I2 is leaving node A. So this should be equal to 0. So from here we can write 4 I1, no, 3 I1. 3 I1 minus I2 will be equal to minus 2. This is suppose first equation. Now here you can see that और कौन-कौन सा इक्वेशन, अब दो अननोन है इसमें I1 and I2. So there should be two equation at least in order to obtain the value of I1 and I2. तो बताओ और क्या लिख सकते हैं हम लोग I1 का वैल्यू?
सर V वोल्टेज ड्रॉप दिखा रहा है ना?
V जो
Dependent
है
source
that
का।
is voltage across this dependent current source.
सर फिर KVL लगा सकते हैं सर।
Right. So you know that जो पैरेलल में कोई भी एलिमेंट्स कनेक्टेड होता है उसके अक्रॉस वोल्टेज सेम होता है, right? So V is the actually the potential across these 2 points, A and this suppose another point in the network, the return path जो है, तो same voltage will appear across these 2 resistors also. That is resistor of resistance 2 ohm and this 3 ohm resistor, because all are connected in parallel. So directly you can write V is equal to 3 I1 and also V is equal to 2 I2, right? So from here you can write I1 is equal to V by 3 and from here you can write I2 is equal to V by 2. So put this value in equation 1, you will get 3 V by 3 minus V by 2 is equal to minus 2, or V minus V by 2, that is V by 2 is equal to minus 2, or V will be equal to minus 4 volt, right? So therefore your I1 will be equal to V by 3, that is minus 4 by 3, ठीक है, ampere, and I2 will be equal to minus 2 ampere. ये होगा वैल्यू I1 and I2 का. So you can see that both the currents I1 and I2 are negative. So what does it mean? इसका मतलब क्या हुआ?
Sir,
The direction is opposite to what we have taken.
Right. So whatever direction is given in this circuit, downward means moving away from the node A. So actually it will be moving upward. Actual जो direction होगा current का for this circuit, this will be upward direction, that is approaching node or junction A, right? तो ये हो गया इसका. Now again I will give you another example, so you try to solve that. Example 2, suppose apply KVL in this circuit. Suppose this is a voltage source, constant voltage source, independent voltage source. So this point is A, this point is B, and this is negative, positive, and this is 4I. And this is your 2 ohm resistor. If voltage across this is V1, and if I is the current flowing through it, and if this is a 4 ohm resistor, and the potential drop across this is suppose V2, right? These are suppose C and D point. So applying KVL, find the value of, find I, current flowing through this circuit, and also voltage drop V1 and V2, right? ये बताओ कितना आता है? ये कौन सा सोर्स है, पहले ये बताओ.
वोल्टेज.
पूरा बताओ अभी. डिपेंडेंट है या
Voltage.
इंडिपेंडेंट?
Sir, dependent.
डिपेंडेंट में किस टाइप का है?
Independent.
हम्म,
The current dependent, sir.
करंट डिपेंडेंट वोल्टेज सोर्स, राइट? तो अब इसको सॉल्व करो, कैलकुलेट करो, केवीएल अप्लाई करो, क्या आता है देखो.
Sir, 3 ampere, 6 volt and 12 volt.
I is equal to 3
3
ampere. V1 is
6 volt.
volt and V2 will be 12 volt, right? सबको ये आ रहा है? Everyone calculated and got the same result or not? बहुत सिंपल है इसमें. You have to suppose we are moving in the direction of the current I, small I. So start from this point, suppose D. If we start from point D in this direction, clockwise direction, then this will be 6, then minus 2I, because we are moving in the same direction of the current, so this drop across the 2 ohm resistor will be minus 2I. then फिर क्या होगा बताओ, प्लस 4I, then minus 4I will be equal to 0. So this will be cancelled out. So from here you will get I is equal to 3 ampere, and you know that if current is known, then the voltage drop across the resistor will be 2 times I, and V2 will be 4 times I. So from here you will get 6 volt and 12 volt. Right. Now let us consider another example of this type of sources, considering this type of sources. So let us draw a circuit. For example, let us consider a current source first.
आपकी
Then
freeze
हाँ बताओ क्या बोल रही हो?
हो गई है, आगे का नहीं दिख रहा है।
स्क्रीन नहीं दिख रहा है?
नहीं सर स्क्रीन रुक चुकी है।
अच्छा, तुम लोग बताओ, और कोई स्टूडेंट कंफर्म करो।
नहीं सर, आ रहा है, स्क्रीन आ रहा है सर।
दिख रहा है
दिख
सर।
रहा है सर।
So it is visible.
सर दिख रहा है।
ओके ओके, थैंक यू। हो सकता है नेटवर्क का कभी कभी इशू होता है, and also writing on this tab is not I think that much comfortable as it is on the boards, लेकिन फिर भी एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा थोड़ा। 5 volt, then suppose this is plus minus V having a resistance of 1 ohm, right? Then suppose this is 2 volt, and this is 6 ampere current source. Suppose this is point A, right? तो इसमें जो है for this circuit find the value of this V across this 1 ohm resistor. Now use here suppose I mention using KCL. तो बताओ कैसे कितना आएगा? What will be small v? कैलकुलेट करो इसको। KCL अप्लाई करके find out the value of V.
सर 2 वोल्ट।
यस सर 2 आ रहा है।
हेलो।
यस सर।
हाँ, नेटवर्क का कुछ इशू था, तो बताओ ये कैलकुलेट हो गया?
यस सर।
कितना है आंसर?
2 वोल्ट सर।
बताओ। V इज इक्वल टू
2 वोल्ट।
2 वोल्ट। ओके, सब लोगों ने कैलकुलेट कर लिया ये? मतलब same method you have to apply. Let us consider this node A. Then you can see that 6 ampere is the incoming current. So 6, then this represents in this current source, dependent current source. So the 2 ampere current, the magnitude of this current source is 2V. So minus 2V. Right. And here what you will have to do, you will have to consider means calculate the current flowing through this part, right? इस ब्रांच में कितना करंट फ्लो कर रहा है, तो वो कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे बताओ? मान लो कुछ यहाँ पे वोल्टेज है A का VA, right? So if we assume the direction of current in clockwise direction, that is moving away from the node A, then it means that VA is at higher potential than this point. Suppose the lowest part or negative terminal of the 5 voltage independent source. So we can write here plus, बताओ क्या होगा, बताओ? हेलो, हेलो, आवाज नहीं आ रही है क्या?
आ रही है सर, आ रही है।
बताओ क्या होगा?
सर I इक्वल टू V बाई R कर देंगे सर, V बाई 1।
I इज इक्वल टू V बाई 1 करने से हो जाएगा क्या?
ये सब वोल्टेज में इक्वेशन आ जाएगी, फिर उसको 0 कर देंगे टोटल।
नहीं,
KCL
लेकिन
ही है
यहाँ पे
सर।
एक्सटर्नल सोर्स तो है, 5 वोल्ट का एक सोर्स भी तो है, तो करंट जो इस ब्रांच में फ्लो करेगा वो तो इस सोर्स की वजह से भी तो कुछ कंट्रीब्यूशन होगा।
हाँ सर, हाँ सॉरी।
तब फिर बोलो, कौन कैलकुलेट किए थे, किसने बताया था आंसर? अच्छा ये बताओ, सब लोगों को ये कैलकुलेशन हो गया है या सॉल्व करने की जरूरत है? बताओ। इफ
सर
यू
ये
आर
लास्ट
नॉट
वाला
एबल टू, हाँ
सर केसीएल में सर हम
हाँ
सर केसीएल में
बताओ।
नोड पर तो करंट तो कंसीडर करेंगे सर, उसी हिसाब से लेंगे ना।
हाँ, तो जैसे कि यहाँ मान लो VA हम इसका वोल्टेज एज्यूम कर लिए हैं, सो व्हाट विल बी द करंट फ्लोइंग थ्रू दिस ब्रांच? तो इफ
सर
वी
हमने
टेक
20 वोल्ट माना है ना सर रजिस्टर के अक्रॉस, तो V बाय आर निकाल लेंगे तो रजिस्टर के अक्रॉस करंट आ जाएगा, तो हम वो भी ले सकते हैं ना सर।
नहीं, लेकिन ये यहाँ पे अगर ये एडिशनल सोर्स यहाँ 5 वोल्ट का नहीं रहता सोर्स, देन दैट इज फाइन, राइट? सिंपली यू कैन यहाँ A पॉइंट और ये मान लो कि B पॉइंट है, इसके बीच का अगर तुमको कैलकुलेट करना है कितना करंट फ्लो कर रहा है इस ब्रांच में, इस दोनों पॉइंट के बीच का तुमको पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा, divided by the total impedance of that path, right, which is 1 ampere, right? So simply you can write what, बताओ, अगर मान लो कि इस डायरेक्शन में ले रहे हैं, देन प्लस 5 माइनस VA/1 ओम। ये प्लस क्यों साइन लिए हैं? अगर हम ये प्लस ले रहे हैं 5 माइनस VA, इट मींस 5 वोल्ट इज एट हायर पोटेंशियल कंपेयर टू दिस पॉइंट ए। लेकिन चूंकि हम लोग क्या एज्यूम किए हैं कि हम लोग करंट को ले रहे हैं कि ए से बाहर निकल रहा है, दैट इज मूविंग अवे फ्रॉम पॉइंट ए, देन इन दैट कंडीशन वी विल हैव टू यूज हियर माइनस, राइट, माइनस VA minus 5/1, right, is equal to 0. So this is your KVL. ठीक है, ये समझ में आया कि नहीं आया? बोलो हाँ ना, कुछ बोलो। हेलो।
Yes,
दूसरे
sir.
तरीके से तो अगर नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो ये A पॉइंट और B पॉइंट के बीच अगर KVL हम लगाते हैं तो क्या होगा? VA माइनस स्मॉल v माइनस 5 will be equal to 0, और V is equal to this VA minus 5, right? तो यहां से अब VA minus 5 को जो है सो V से रिप्लेस करो यहाँ पे, सो आफ्टर सॉल्विंग यू विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ V। ठीक है, इस तरह से पता कर सकते हो। अगर समझ में आ गया हो सबको तो हम लोग आगे बढ़े, नहीं तो फिर और डिस्कस करें इसमें, किसी को कोई कंफ्यूजन हो तो।
आगे सर।
ओके, तो ये था सोर्स के बारे में और द डिफरेंट सोर्सेज। सो नाउ वी विल टॉक अबाउट Maxwell's loop current method. Maxwell's loop current method for solving any electrical circuit or network. So basically this Maxwell's method is used to coupled circuit solution which basically use any loop or mesh instead of the branch current. जैसा कि अभी तक हम लोग जो है सो किरचॉफ्स लॉ में देखते आए हैं कि ब्रांच करंट को हम लोग कंसीडर करते हैं, राइट? बट हियर इन एनी सर्किट देयर मे बी मल्टीपल लूप्स, राइट? फॉर एग्जांपल यू कैन कंसीडर दिस वन। एक बेसिक सर्किट कंसीडर करो और इसको सर्किट से ही समझने की कोशिश करो, स्टेटमेंट में उतना जाओगे तो फिर वो उससे कुछ समझ में आता नहीं है स्टेटमेंट से। लेट अस कंसीडर a circuit in this form. मान लो कि ऐसा कोई इलेक्ट्रिकल सर्किट है। Here you have suppose 3 mesh. If this is E1 or V1, whatever, this is R1, this is R2, this is R3, this is E2, then R4, R5, right? This is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, right? and if in any circuit currents are mentioned in the different loops in this form, the direction will be given. Suppose this is the I1, this is I2, this is I3. Then क्वेश्चन में ये पूछा जा सकता है, यूजिंग mesh analysis you solve this circuit and find the value of different current or maybe different voltage, whatever. क्वेश्चन में कुछ भी पूछा जा सकता है. तो इस कंडीशन में ऐसे सर्किट में कैसे जो है सो हम लोग सॉल्व करते हैं, क्या इसमें कॉन्सेप्ट यूज होता है? तो अगर सपोज इफ आई आस्क यू टू अप्लाई KVL in this loop A, B, G and H, apply KVL. तो चलो KVL का इक्वेशन बताओ क्या होगा, बताओ
सर.
हाँ,
सर I1 B और G क्या क्रॉस है ना करंट, या A और B के?
पूरे लूप में, ये पूरे लूप का करंट जो है दिया हुआ है इस सिंबल के साथ I1. सिमिलरली फॉर अनदर लूप B, C, F, G ये दिया हुआ है I2, और इस लास्ट वाले में C, D, E, F में दिया हुआ है I3. इसी तरह से रिप्रेजेंट किया गया. चलो यहाँ से स्टार्ट करो, H से स्टार्ट करो और क्लॉकवाइज में मूव करते हैं. तो इट विल बी E1 प्लस E1 देन
माइनस I1 R1.
राइट, माइनस I1 R1. अब बताओ R4 के क्रॉस क्या होगा पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप?
A1 minus I2.
R4
फिर से बताओ.
माइनस फिर ब्रैकेट में I1 minus I2 into R4.
I1 minus I2 into R4. This will be equal to 0, right? यहाँ पे क्या होगा, here in this, if you consider this element R4 of the circuit, then you will have to calculate the net current flowing through this resistor R4. So one current is flowing from B towards G, that is I1, and another current I2 is flowing from G towards B in the upward direction. So the net current will be I1 minus I2. अब ये I2 minus I1 होगा या I1 minus I2 होगा, this will depend upon the magnitude of the two currents I1 and I2. So here let us assume, you will have to assume something. Then here I have assumed that I1 is greater than I2. That's why I1 minus I2 I have considered as the net current flowing through R4. And since we are moving in the direction of I1, that's why minus sign here appeared, right? तो ये एक इक्वेशन हो गया आफ्टर अप्लाइंग KVL. नाउ यू अप्लाई KVL इन द लूप B, C, F, G. और बताओ क्या होगा, KVL क्या लिखेंगे? स्टार्ट करो G पॉइंट से एंड मूव इन द क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन. G से B गए, फिर B से C, फिर F, फिर G. बताओ क्या होगा?
I1 minus I2.
I2 minus I1 R4.
अगर I2 minus I1 लेते हैं into R4, तो कुछ और लेना होगा कि इससे काम चल जाएगा?
तो माइनस होगा ना,
यहाँ माइनस लेना पड़ेगा, ठीक है. इफ यू कंसीडर I2 greater than I1, then I2 minus I1 will be the net current flowing through R4. So you are moving in the direction of I2, right? I2 minus I1 भी जो होगा upward ही flow करेगा. If I2 is greater than I1, then you will have to consider minus sign. But if you consider I1 minus I2 is the net current flowing through this resistor R4, then this will be simply I1 minus I2 times R4, because you are moving against the direction of I1 minus I2, right? ये समझ में आया? Then next क्या होगा? Minus I2 R2, then
माइनस I2 minus R3.
minus I2 minus I3, R5 is equal to 0. Right? Similarly, you write or apply KVL in loop C, D, E, F. इसमें अप्लाई करो, कहीं से भी स्टार्ट करो। मान लो कि इस बार हमेशा कर रहे थे नीचे से, अब यहाँ डी पॉइंट से स्टार्ट करो या ई से स्टार्ट करो, कोई भी डायरेक्शन एज्यूम कर लो, यू विल गेट द सेम थिंग। सब लोग अपना अलग अलग करके कुछ लिखो, क्या आता है देखो। चलो हम स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं कहीं से भी, मान लो कि ई पॉइंट से स्टार्ट करते हैं एंड फ्रॉम ई टू डी देन सी टू एफ एंड अगेन बैक टू ई। ठीक है, ओके, दिस वन इज लास्ट। सो इसको लिखो, तो यहां से जा रहे हैं तो लोअर से हायर पोटेंशियल जा रहे हैं, सो E2, then we are moving against the direction of I3, so this will be simply I3 R3 and I3 R3 and then across this R5 क्या होगा बताओ, माइनस I2 minus I3 into R5, this will be equal to 0. So this is your third equation. So in this way you can apply KVL in different loops or mesh in order to calculate the various currents of the electrical circuit or voltage of the electrical circuit. So I hope तो ये समझ में आया होगा तुम लोगों को। अब इससे रिलेटेड जो न्यूमेरिकल्स हैं वो हम लोग नेक्स्ट क्लास में देखेंगे, आज टाइम हो गया है। तो किसी को कोई कंफ्यूजन हो तो बताओ, नहीं तो एंड किया जाए यहाँ पे। Any question? Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.